A majority of customers in the wireless industry are starting to see prices kind of change on them. Verizon customers are now going to see an administrative fee or some kind of a, I guess we'll call it like a telco readjustment fee. It's going to increase by a couple of bucks per line. So on a multi-line account, it adds up probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 or 12 bucks. All right, if it's a single line, it's a couple of bucks. Two lines, it's $4, whatever the case may be. That's on Verizon's side. When you take a look at what AT&T did, they increased by $6 on a single line for an old legacy plan. Probably not that many customers on it. And then $12 if it's a multi-line account. In and of itself, I would say that the scale of the price increase on the AT&T is worse, but it's going to impact less people. You can also kind of sort of avoid all of that by going with a modern plan. And with Verizon, while the increase is going to impact more customers because of the scale and what's included of who's getting hit with those fees, the amount of that fee is less. So I don't know exactly how much customers are going to churn. Are people going to start fleeing Verizon for other companies? Are people going to start leaving AT&T for other companies? I mean, where's there to go? Are you going to go to prepaid? Are you going to go to MVNO? That's possible. I think companies like Spectrum Mobile and companies like Xfinity Mobile, they become more viable options, even though it's just a couple of bucks. If a customer was on the fence, maybe it gets them to move. So could we see potentially another huge quarter over the next 2 quarters? Because we have Q2, which is ongoing, but Q3 could be big for MVNO in respect to the big cable companies who are already growing at an accelerated pace. We typically see them add anywhere between like 5, 6, 700,000 subscribers between the two of them. And I'm talking wireless here. But I think also we have to throw in that T-Mobile could be the beneficiary here. Customers' bills increasing, T-Mobile pushing the narrative. We're going to let you lock your price. And they look like heroes in this. Whether they are or they are not does not matter. The public perception is that T-Mobile is not doing what the other carriers are doing, which is raising prices. T-Mobile makes an announcement. They make commercials, price lock. They're beating it in the customer's head. While Verizon and AT&T are raising prices, we are not. We are going to give you a price lock. Regardless of the structure, regardless of the wording, it does not matter. You got to think that T-Mobile is going to be a beneficiary of all this. They're cheaper. They're locking in prices for people that have those plans. As long as you want to keep it and don't change anything, you have it. And who knows, if they change it a year or two from now, that may happen, but that's not happening now. Verizon has raised prices due to these little fees. The scale of that, massive. AT&T, same situation, $6, $12, and T-Mobile has done nothing. And I don't think that anything has happened with the MVNOs. Their deals are locked in. I don't see them planning on raising any pricing or adding additional fees, not from what I know. So as of right now, I think Verizon and AT&T are shooting themselves in the foot. Those are self-destructive behaviors. Regardless of the scale or the magnitude, T-Mobile is poised to win in this. I expect a huge Q2 for T-Mobile, both in fixed wireless access and with their mobility customers. And I don't think that at this point that T-Mobile feels the need or feels compelled to have to run free line promos. They don't have to. They're so far above and beyond a more affordable price, a more competitive option, and they're not raising any prices or adding any fees in any way. They can literally let AT&T and Verizon kill each other over these things with self-destructive behaviors and essentially what is corporate greed, them not wanting to eat up any of these inflationary costs. So that's how it's probably going to play out. I see the MVNO space finding some growth, additional growth. So we're fresh off a quarter where I think 700,000 customers went to Xfinity and Spectrum Mobile. I expect an 800,000 net adds quarter for them in Q2. And maybe 1 million between the two of them in Q3. That would be crazy. And I see T-Mobile having huge fixed wireless success. I think another 300,000 net add quarter is in the works. And I think they're going to push for 1 million net adds in Q3. I think they're going to be real close in Q2. and they won't even need free lines to do it. Be on the lookout for that. I'm just kind of sort of, thinking aloud, and I think it's going to play out this way. And I don't think T-Mobile has to do anything special. They're going to do it by not doing anything, which is not raising pricing. And those sensitive customers over at AT&T, they may churn. You might see AT&T churn out somewhere above a 1 point whatever percent. Historically, the last couple of years, they've been very good. Their churn rate has been, we've seen quarters of like 0.79, 0.83. It's been industry leading, 0.89. And Verizon has always been historically low. Customers are very resilient there, very loyal. They like what they have. They appreciate what they have, and they don't really move too much. Some of them may churn. It's possible, but I think it's mostly the AT&T side. I think that's going to be kind of rough. I think they're going to lose some customers, and I think their churn is going to spike a little bit. And I don't know. I think T-Mobile's set to prosper here for the rest of the year. It's going to be a big year for T-Mobile. And some of this, really, T-Mobile didn't even have to do anything. They just basically didn't have to raise prices. That's all they had to do. And they are going to, watch these flowers bloom for them. It's going to be a big year. They're going to add a lot of customers. Tell me if you agree or you disagree. Go ahead and give me your rationale, your explanation. I'd love to read what you guys have to say on this. Sound off in the comment section below. You are the voice of the people of the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard. Please do like, share, and subscribe for more. Turn on the bell notifications to never miss an upload. Links in the description for my Patreon page. Support us there and get early access to content and exclusive videos not found anywhere else. And my Twitter and email is down below in the description. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all in the next video. Peace.